That's Mama dragging the front end of the Prius on the driveway. I wanted to talk about masks again real quick. But this time I'm not going to swear at you. So if you want to hang around, you can hang around. Oh yeah.
I had 2 shotguns in my home. They're locked in a safe. There's another gun case. We live in an area that's wooded, somewhat secluded. And I said, Jill, if there's ever a problem, just walk out on the balcony and fire 2 blasts outside the house. Buy a shotgun. Buy a shotgun. You don't need a machine gun. You don't need 30 rounds. Buy a shotgun. Buy a double-barrel shotgun. No, you don't need a flamethrower, and you don't need a tank. You don't need an AR-15 to scare those thugs away. No, and I don't need a grenade launcher. I don't need an F-15. There's just one thing I need to do, and I'll stay away from me. Fire 2 blasts outside the house. Buy a shotgun. Buy a shotgun. Buy a shotgun. Jill, buy a shotgun, baby. You don't need a machine gun. You don't need a machine gun. 30 rounds. Buy a shotgun. Buy a double-barrel shotgun.
Because we have to loud motorcycle exhaust, right? Cheers, mates. So, I want to talk about face masks again. I know I'm kind of beating this up, all 390 whatever of you. Probably watching this a little bit. But I wanted to talk about your basic disposition, okay? Your 0. Accuracy is found in a return to 0. Whatever actions you do, you return to 0. Accuracy is found in how closely you return to that 0. If you're 0.001 or 0.002 or 0.003 off at 0, that's where your accuracy starts to fluctuate. So we are what we consistently do. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you know what I'm talking about. Aristotle said that, and excellence, therefore, is a habit, not an act. We don't be excellent this one time. You make a habit of excellence, and therefore you are excellent. Okay? So the thing with the face masks is, I notice everybody puts the face mask on. They go into the store, they put the face mask on first. If you watch Dave Cullen, I'm going to link a video below. You can call it conspiracy theory if you want. He's got documented proof of what's going on here. Okay? So here's the thing about the face mask. Your default setting currently is face mask. I lit one on fire. I cussed at you. I yelled at you. I told you you need to stand up for yourself at some point. And now I'm going to tell you how you stand up for yourself. Okay? Your default setting is put the face mask on, go into the store. Your default setting needs to be just go into the store. Only put a face mask on if somebody throws a fit and forces you to, and you have no other options. And you have no other options. And here's what I mean by options. A 750 milliliter bottle of Jack Daniels at Vaughn's is like $17, $18. At my corner liquor store, it's like $21 after tax. After tax, okay? So, where do I go get my 750 milliliter bottle of Jack Daniels? I go get it at the corner store because that guy smiles every time I walk in. He goes, "My brother." And I say, "My brother." And I get the bottle I want a lot of time. Most of the time now, I give him the glass. I'm full up on glasses. The thing comes in a gift pack thing with glasses. I don't want the glass. I don't need it. I've got so many friggin' tumblers. Cheers, mates. Cheers. I've got so many tumblers now. I'll 20 years of breaking them. I won't need more. So I go down there. I get it. It's a couple dollars more. Whatever. I don't have to put a face mask on. Now, when I could go into Vaughn's and not put a face mask on and they didn't bother me, everybody looked at me weird. I don't care. Look at me weird. I don't care. I don't care what you think. You're an idiot. Oh, wow, that plane's low. He's going to loop around and come into Meadows Field. If you want to look at Google Maps if you want to look at Bakersfield on Google Maps, you'll find Meadows Field up in the Oildale area. He's going to swoop around and come back in there. Anyway, nobody cares about that. So right now your default setting is put the mask on and then go into the store. Nobody says anything. We all don't say anything. None of us want to wear the mask. Well, gee, John, how do you know that? So I came into the shop this afternoon. I had a job early in the afternoon. I came back mid-afternoon. By late afternoon, I had the plumbing built that I needed. Beautiful. It's ready to reinstall. The problem is I only had 1 hour left at the end of the day. If I go all the way over there, I install this plumbing, I have to test the system and make sure it works right. Now, another guy went out a week ago or so, not even that long. He installed some other stuff. He didn't check the whole system. I know he didn't check the whole system because he would have found this problem before it became a failure point, okay? If he had checked it the way I check it. He just didn't. That's whatever. That's fine. The thing is I refuse to go install this plumbing and then not check the whole system to make sure it's running properly as best I can, right? So I'm like, okay, there's only 1 hour left in the day. It's going to take me an hour and a half to 2 hours, and that's if nothing else goes wrong. Okay? So I didn't go. I'll go in the morning. I know my boss is going to be upset about that. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay? I need to do the job properly. And once I explain that to him, I'm sure he'll be fine too. So anyway, the thing is, I go up front and there's a guy working on something for us. He's there as our service provider. I'm not going to say what it is. He's there as our service provider and he's wearing a mask. Nobody else is wearing a mask. I'm not wearing a mask. The guys in the shop aren't wearing a mask. The girls in the office aren't wearing a mask. Nobody's wearing a mask, but he's wearing a mask. And I walk up and I ask him, "How's it going?" Just a general, "Hey, how's it going, dude?" You know? And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm getting blah, 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 blah." Middle of the week. It's Wednesday today, right? I said, "Hey, brother, let me tell you something. I don't know your personal feelings on the thing, but if you're not wearing that mask, nobody here is going to complain about it. You're not going to get in trouble." He's like, "Really?" I was like, "I'm dead serious, dude. Nobody here is wearing a mask. Nobody here is going to complain about the mask." "Oh, thank goodness." And he pulls it down. It's so hard to breathe. And I'm dead serious. He's not wearing a mask. He's not wearing the surgical mask. He's wearing a friggin' balaclava thing like what I wear when I'm getting away with. Fuck you, I'm not wearing a mask. Okay, I'm sorry. I lied. I did swear. F you. I'm not wearing a mask, right? He's wearing that kind of thing, and he pulls it down and says, oh man, it's so much easier to breathe. I know, dude. And it's not important. It's not that big of a thing. The numbers of deaths they don't correlate. It doesn't matter. If you're like, oh, you're a science denier. No, I'm looking at the science, you idiots. You don't need to wear a mask. You don't need to socially distance. You don't need to wear a mask. Even if you're going to follow the current guidelines. Socially distance. You're good. The United States of America is the most powerful and omnipotent country on the planet. And our Centers for Disease Control say, our Centers for Disease Control say, if you can't socially distance, you need to wear a mask. Other than that, you don't need to wear a mask. It says that on the website. It says that. Dead serious. You take the mask off. So here's my point, coming down to it. Dude's like, oh cool, he took it off. He didn't want to wear it. I don't want to wear it. You shouldn't wear it. You shouldn't wear it. It's bad for you to wear it. It restricts your oxygen intake. You shouldn't wear the mask. Fauci said so early on. Now he's retracted. Oh yeah, my overlords have told me I have to say something different. I don't give a crap. You shouldn't wear the damn mask. So, like I said, there's a link down below to Dave Cullen. They were talking about this before COVID-19 or Kung Flu or any of this was ever an issue. They were talking about it. The whole point of this is to subjugate you and force you to behave the way that they want you to. Don't be human chattel. Don't be slaves. I'm saying that. I'm dead serious. In the smallest way, you need to stand up for yourself. And here's what I am suggesting. You pull up to a stoplight, you stop, you stack up, you're in the queue, you're waiting. All of you, when the light turns green, everybody should let off of the brake. Let the car start creeping forward. If everybody does it, we can all gently probe the throttle and start going. Do you know how much time that would save you in a day? Do you have any clue? Think about it. Next time you're sitting at a stoplight, think about that. Think about it. Light turns green, you should be watching. Don't look at your phone. Don't wait for the guy in front of you's brake lights to come off. Let off the brake, let the car start creeping forward. If the guy in front of you is a complete and total idiot, you can always put the brakes back on. Safety first, right? It shouldn't be safety first, but it is. So, okay, do that. You can always put the brakes back on. But if everybody did it, we would all start creeping forward together, and then we would all start going. Because you'd start probing that gas pedal and together, right? Everybody would get a feel for it, and everybody would socially just move along. How much time would that save in your day? How many more cars could we get through a green light if we all did that? Same thing with the mask. Your default setting. Your default setting should be let off the brake at the green light and see if you can give it some gas. Your default setting on the mask should be do not put on the mask. Don't even offer to put on a mask. Don't even take one into the store with you. Just go in. And if they say you have to have a mask, tell them, I'm under doctor's orders not to. I really need to go to the store. I really need to go to the store, and I'm under doctor's orders not to. Who's your doctor? Who told you not to do this? Fauci. Fauci told me not to. I would put a link in the description below, but it will completely block this video if I do that. Go look it up. You need to go look that up on your own. Did Fauci tell you not to wear a face mask? So many others have told you not to wear a face mask. It's bad to wear a face mask. Detriment to wearing a face mask. Don't offer to wear it. Don't say anything. I can't tell you how many places I've gone into and I don't have a face mask on. I don't have one close. I don't offer to put one on. They don't say a word. Stand up for yourself. Before they load you on a cattle car and send you to the gas chamber and burn you, stand up for yourself just a little bit. Just a little bit. Stand up for yourself in this small, insignificant way. It's like letting off the brake. You haven't put the gas on. You're not going for it. You don't have to be a jerk like I am so many places that I go. And here's my rule. If you're paying me and you require a mask, it's like a hard hat or safety glasses or steel-toe boots or any other PPE, personal protective equipment. It's like any other PPE. Okay, you're paying me. I'm going to conform to your thing. But if I'm paying you and you're requiring a face mask, one of these things have to... God, I wish he'd shut up. One of these things have to go. Either you get paid or I put a face mask on. Either you get paid or I don't put a face mask on. We're not doing both of these. Stand up for yourself. You don't have to be rude about it. Say, okay, I'll go somewhere else. What are you talking about, John? Where the hell else am I going to go? You need to explore your options outside of the box, okay? Yeah, it's cheaper to buy what I want at the big retail. But the big retail is requiring a mask. I go into the mom and pop down the street, and I've told them this. I go to the mom and pop down the street, and the guy's got a big smile on. He's not wearing a face mask. Yeah, they got the stupid plexiglass thing. Whatever. But he's not asking me to put a face mask on. I don't want to put a face mask on. You stand up for yourself. At least let go of the brake. Do you understand? Does it make sense? I hope this makes sense. Your default setting needs to be no face mask. Don't put one on. Don't offer to put one on. And if they ask you to put one on, be polite. Be courteous. As Jeff Cooper said, be polite, be courteous. Be prepared to kill everyone you meet. I'm not saying kill anybody. I'm just saying verbally, you need to be ready to put it out. No, I'll go somewhere else. Start doing that more and more. The more you do it, the less we'll all have to do it. If we all let off the brake and start creeping forward at a green light, right? There's always the safety. You can, if you have to go in there, you can always put the mask on. You can always go, you know what? I'll go back to my car. I'll get a mask. You can always do that. It's not that big of a deal. You shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to put the brakes back on. And the more of us that do what we need to do to stand up for ourselves and our freedoms, the less of us that will have to succumb. The easier it will get. Dead serious. That's all I gotta say. That's what I'm here for. Like I said, no cussing. Yeah, a little less cussing. Dead serious, guys. We need to stand up for ourselves more. We need to stand up for ourselves more. We need to start getting more into the default of going back to a real normal, not the new normal, not the normal they want you to live under. Go watch that Dave Collin video, The New Normal, where you eat bugs 4 days a week and maybe once or twice a month you have real meat. Not the new normal, where you're wearing a face mask everywhere you go and you cover yourself up and you don't smile to anyone. Not the new normal. It's not new. It's old. It's despotism. They want to rule over you and tell you how to behave. That's not new. And it's not normal. It's not acceptable, and it's not okay. We need to go back to the old normal. All right, guys, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, I hope it's good. I don't say like, share, and subscribe. That's not something I put into my videos. But I hope you'll share this. I hope you will record a shorter version of it with a more poignant point. And share this or make your own and share that. But we gotta start standing up for ourselves. You guys have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Godspeed and take care, man.